Hey everyone, today I'm looking at the PlayStation Vue. PlayStation Vue is Sony's TV service that streams live TV without a cable or satellite subscription. You can record thousands of hours of shows without recording conflicts. They have very competitive plans with no annual contract, and they promise no hidden fees. PlayStation Vue works with a handful of different devices. It'll work on the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3, but the fine print says that you can only use one PS4 or one PS3 at the same time, so you wouldn't be able to watch two PlayStation 4s at the same time. It also works with iOS devices, Fire TV devices, and the Chromecast as well. You can stream on up to 5 devices at once. Here I'll be showing you it on the PlayStation 4, but the interface on the Fire TV is identical. PlayStation Vue is now available nationwide, but the plans do vary depending on where you live. I'm near Chicago, so I have these 3 plans to choose from. Access, which offers over 60 channels for $39.99, Core, which offers 75 channels for $44.99, and Elite, which offers over 100 channels for $54.99 per month. You can also add on Showtime for $8.99 extra if you are a PlayStation Plus subscriber, otherwise it's $10.99. You'll also need high-speed internet. Sony recommends at least 10 megabits per second. I have 30 megabits down through Chromecast, and when someone else in the house is watching Vue at the same time, I do notice that it takes a little bit longer to buffer. So let's take a look at the interface. Hitting triangle brings up this overlay. At the top is a search. Let's search for something, let's say Adventure Time. Then it will show you what is on demand, if available, and anything you've got recorded. Okay, then we have Explore. This just basically suggests shows for you. If we pick on one, you have a choice of some episodes that are on demand. Alright, then we've got the Guide. This is showing live TV. I'm not sure why they have the channels on the top and the times on the side scrolling vertically. Maybe just to be different, I guess. I've been using TiVo for a few years, and this guide is not as nice as TiVo. TiVo will show you more info about the show, but here, some shows don't even have a description. But then if you choose it, then the description pops up. But the guide is super fast and responsive. Then we have settings. There's not much here. You can add multiple profiles so each person can create their own favorites and recordings. And then you can modify or unsubscribe from your subscription. I like this, cancel at any time and not have to deal with calling anyone. They also have a nice simple help section. So each time you hit triangle, it shows you what you're watching, what's next, and then some suggestions. Here's the My Shows section. These are all of your recordings. Here's the favorite channels and live TV. Here's everything on right now in no particular order, it seems. Then here's the recommended section and a featured section. Okay, so let's go to a live show. So since everything here is streaming, it has to load. It starts quick, but you can see that it's not HD yet. And sometimes it takes a moment. But if you rewind, then it has to load it again. And then that takes a moment to go back to HD. So let's say you're watching a sporting event and you wanted to jump back 10 seconds to catch an instant replay. Well, the whole replay would be poor quality. It would be nice if they gave you the option of buffering it first. The other thing this is lacking is a skip back or skip forward function. You can only rewind or fast forward. On other DVRs, you could skip back 10 seconds or skip forward 30. So for commercials, you could hit the skip button 4 times and you'd know that's 2 minutes. Here you can only fast forward. No possible way to time it perfectly like you could with a TiVo. This gets annoying if you are trying to skip over commercials constantly. Also, this is how fast it fast forwards. There isn't any way to skip ahead 15 or 30 minutes. So let's say I wanted to catch the last 10 minutes of a game. This is how long it would take. These are all very minor complaints, but it seems like Sony must have deliberately made skipping commercials difficult to make the deals with all these networks. TiVo will allow you to one-button skip all the commercials, but that only works for certain networks and shows. Now if we want to record something, you go to Add to My Shows. And now it's recorded and will automatically add all future episodes to your shows as they become available. So here if we go to recordings, you can see some of the shows I've recorded. It will also show you what's on demand. So some shows won't let you fast forward or rewind, and then others you can. It just depends on the network. The other thing to point out about your recordings is that they are only watchable for 28 days, then they're gone. So here's the benefit of everything being streaming. You can record a ton of shows all at the same time. There are no tuners to worry about, so there won't be any recording conflicts. I could go here to the guide and add every show here to my shows, and it would record them all at the same time. So one weird thing I've noticed is that some shows, especially sporting events, don't show all the commercials. So if I'm watching the NBA playoffs on ESPN, I get the same 2 commercials over and over and over for 2 hours. Or this. I'm not sure why they wouldn't just show ads here. The picture quality is very good. I'd say this is on par with DirecTV or Chromecast. I've had both in the last few years, but not as good as over the air through my TiVo and roof antenna. Hitting R3 on the DualShock shows you the bitrate. Here in the top left corner you can see my download speed of about 30 megabits per second and the current bitrate of around 5 megabits per second. I've also used this on the Fire TV, which actually can skip back and forward, and also fast forward works much faster. So I definitely recommend picking up the Fire TV if you need another device. And if you're going to use the PlayStation 4, I'd recommend picking up the Universal Media Remote. It does work great with this. So my only nitpicks with this service is the lack of skipping back and skipping forward, and the fact that it starts playing non-HD. But everything else is great. The amount of channels you get here for the price is pretty surprising. You can add a Fire TV stick to other rooms for only $39.99, so you don't have to pay DVR fees as you would with cable or satellite. So if you are thinking about dropping cable for this, the things to consider would be, does this have the channels you want? Is your internet even fast enough? And do you mind the buffering and lack of skipping? The price and local channel selection varies by the city you're in, so check out the website to see what's available for you. But Sony offers a 7-day free trial, so it's definitely worth checking out. I really do like this service, and we've decided to go with this instead of TiVo. TiVo cost us $14.99 and we only got the local channels. So for an extra $25, it's worth it. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more reviews.